Hey everybody, it's Chris Batchelor here, and if you don't want to hear me talk, quickly skip to 8:55 right now. But if you're sticking around, then thank you so much. But anyway, bringing you the solo Nightfall video for the 29th of December. It is Cerberus Vae 3. So we have to deal with Valis Tarek and his big cuddly chain gun. I say that, he spends more of his time firing missiles at you instead. And a quick disclaimer before we go any further, don't get caught in the air and get hit by a single missile. It one-shots you no matter how high your armor is. I'm pretty sure, like, even if you go to a Striker Titan with max armor, it would still one-shot you. Even with, and I think Solar Burn defense would barely help to that, because Solar Burn defense doesn't actually seem to help all that much. Like, I tried it in a Solar Burn Undying Mind a good long while back, and it did not do all that much for me. Like, instead of being one shot by a line rifle, I was just left absolute by a line rifle. So the next thing that hits you, whatever it is a one shot immediately. So it's not the most helpful thing in the world. I think the Solar Burn defense would need to be buffed up just a little bit higher for it to be really useful. But that's for another time, really. In any case, what I wanted to do here real quick was explain why I'm not putting all that much of any real fails in this. The problem was I spent like half an hour trying this using the same thing. What I was using was obviously my Villainy Pulse Rifle, the Black Spindle, and this Void Saros launcher that you see just sort of in my equipment. I don't have any legendary solar heavy weapons, so I was kind of stuck for choice. So I decided just to go for Void Rockets and thought to myself, well, I'll fire it at like Legionaries and shit and hope Juggler actually works in my favor. And eventually I failed so many times that I decided to switch things up a bit and decided to actually use a shotgun in a Nightfall. I decided to use the Strongbow D shotgun, full auto, final round, solar damage, and I decided to pull out the Sleeper Simulant. So Sleeper Simulant and my pulse rifle for boss damage, and my pulse rifle and my shotgun for add damage, for add killing. And it worked in the end. It wound up working pretty damn well, and I don't think I can do this Nightfall without really cheesing it, without leaping into those little box areas where you can't really be seen in all that much. Like, you can still get shot in there, like you can still take damage in there, and you can still die in there as well, but it's a lot harder. The chance of that happening is a lot harder. I'm actually going to be trying this a couple times to try and do it legit, but I'm not holding out a whole lot of hope here. I did this Nightfall fresh, so there is a reward at the end of the video, and I'm not going to lie, I did like the reward I got. I did actually want what I got, so I was happy with it. And yeah, the 3 of coins there does not help me in any situation at all. I get jack shit. And funny enough, I actually got a Tret Spawn Stars. Not the best perks though. I like to see that when the drop actually comes in. But in any case, I'm gonna let the rest of this footage here play out, and I'm gonna leave you now with a warning. At the end of this sort of clip here, there's gonna be a section where I get into a turret. Just word to the wise, don't ever get in that turret. Just don't. You'll thank me later. And speaking of later, that's when I'll see you.
I'll let Commanders of Allah know there's one less problem on Mars.
Valus Ta'ark has finally been defeated and the Cabal command dealt a great blow. But in the darkness rising, more fleets will come and new leaders will rise. We must be ready to face them all.